Hey Taurus, it's Amber here at Persephone's Tarot. Hope that you're very well. This is your love reading for June 2019. It is a how does he or she feel about me spread. It is looking at the past, present, and future, and desires, wants, secrets, and wishes. We look at all of those throughout the reading. If you are a Taurus Sun, Moon, Venus, Ascendant, Descendant, this video could be useful to you. Thank you to everyone that's liked, shared, and subscribed. I truly appreciate it, especially to everyone that's commented. I love your comments. Always really interesting. So yeah, it's interesting to see, you know, I guess how everyone else is dealing with the energies for that month and what's going on. So yeah, it's nice to be in contact. So thank you so much for leaving your messages. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get started with the reading. So we've got the Hanged Man as the overall energy for the month, Taurus. So you may be taking a step back this month. You could be trying to figure things out, gain a new perspective, understand things a bit better. But this is definitely kind of removing yourself from a situation as well, trying to not get involved maybe in drama possibly. We do have the King of Wands underneath it. Although he was in reverse. We've got the Four of Swords and the High Priestess. I love this card. It's such an interesting image. But yeah. So yeah, it could be that with the Hanged Man here, yeah, you're taking a step back, maybe to avoid drama. We do have the Four of Swords here. So again, not wanting to communicate. There could be a lot of aggression in the situation. You could be dealing with a King of Wands person. Could be a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries who may be quite bossy, domineering, or expect a lot from you. Or maybe they're just really wanting an answer from you, or they could be making strong advances towards you. You could be kind of keeping them at arm's length and kind of really asking them to maybe respect your space. You even see her here with her hand out as if she's saying, stop, please do not come any further. This is sacred territory. You know, she's like, yeah, you can stop right there. And then we've got him coming in here blazing. Like, no, I'm coming in head first, you know. Yeah, so I feel definitely a sexual energy here. Maybe there is a strong sexual connection. Maybe you are not being sexual with your partner right now. Maybe you're holding back for some reason and keeping your distance because you're wanting to gain clarity on the situation. So you could be like saying, well, does he just want me for sex, or is this real? Or am I reading too much into this? Is this just sexual, or does he actually maybe want something serious? Maybe that's what's going on as well. Okay, so we've got the Three of Swords here, my dear Taurus. I'm sorry to see this as your very first card, but it looks like, yeah, we do have some sort of issue with separation. So this may be a separation that you're not wanting. Maybe you are wanting to talk to this person, you know, and maybe it is a fire sign that you're dealing with. Or maybe communication is just really difficult right now. Maybe you're not able to communicate. Maybe there's a distance between you because you live far away from each other. So it could be something like that as well. There could be arguments as well, possibly. Maybe you've had enough of the arguments. You're kind of protecting maybe your inner world a little bit, avoiding arguments with this person. And so therefore maybe there's like a not speaking, or maybe some harsh truths have come out as well. Maybe you have received some harsh truth, or you've delivered a harsh truth to someone. But there has been some sort of separation. It could have been that you're separated from somebody else from the past who was an air sign. And maybe now you're kind of taking some time to consider this fire sign at the moment. But again, I do see some sort of protection where you're like, you're not coming in. Do not come any further. This is protected, like you set up a boundary, I think, with this person, to be really honest. I think you set a boundary with this person. And it may not have been, You may not have delivered it in the most nicest way, not like you, maybe you didn't, maybe they needed to hear it how they heard it. So I'm not judging at all, you know. But maybe you've just given someone a very harsh truth, and you set up a boundary. Now, this person now currently feels the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. So again, a very sexual energy, could be dealing with a fire sign. They probably here with the Ace of Wands have a lot of drive towards you, like they are hooked on you. They're it's like your energy might even course through their veins. Like they just might really feel it might be quite a visceral kind of feeling that they have towards you, very strong, very passionate feeling. And they really want a new start with you. They want a brand new start, I believe, with the Ace of Wands as well, for a long-term commitment. They want stability. They want to be an actual couple. Yeah, in the most extreme sense, this does talk about I want to see us have grandkids, but really on a more kind of everyday level, this is someone saying that they want to be your boyfriend, they want to be your girlfriend, and they want to be with you, and they want it to be monogamous. They want it to be serious, and they want a real relationship with you. They don't just want it to be sex. They don't just want that, although this person does really love the sex, or does really love or has got very strong feelings towards you with regards to it. This person has got probably quite a strong sex drive, and it could be a Leo that you're dealing with, most definitely, Taurus. And interestingly enough, Taurus actually squares Leo on the astrological wheel, but that also can squares often result in relationships because it creates tension and excitement and unpredictability and challenge, which kind of keeps you guys coming back for more. So it could be something like that as well, where there's like a bit of a hook. You're kind of hooked on each other, or this person's hooked on you, and it's like an insatiable thing, but you can't maybe always explain it, and it maybe doesn't always feel good as well. But that could be why you're saying, okay, no, I need a timeout, but it may not have been received very well. And I think this person here now feels that they are, they want something long term. Okay. So we've got the King of Swords for the past, for how you felt towards this person. It could be an air sign that you're dealing with as well. Like I said, it could be that some of you are ending or have ended a relationship with an air sign, an Aries, Gemini, or Libra in the past. And maybe you are beginning something new with this fire sign, but you do need a timeout, maybe. You may have found this person to be quite maybe overbearing in a way. Maybe slightly harsh and flighty. Very suspicious, always asking questions, always doubting things, not just able to just let go and have fun. You may have found this person either to be that way in the past. You may have been a bit like that in the past. You may have felt like you couldn't really let go and have fun, that you had too many questions and doubts and all sorts. So you may have, again, just been really businesslike about this. This card also, this card is a combination of fire and air, from my understanding of the tarot. So yeah, it could be that there was quite a lot of passion still in the relationship, but at the same time this sort of distance and coldness and this non-emotional kind of thing, or kind of connection. So I feel like you have been kind of keeping your distance with this person even in the near past. You could have felt as well that like this person was also not very emotional when it came to you. They weren't very gentle maybe, or very quick, or very unemotional, not very kind of sensual, or they didn't really take their time or connect. You maybe just didn't feel that connection You know, you didn't feel it. But this person may actually just be someone who's a bit doesn't find it that easy, maybe, to put their heart on their sleeve, or to be very soft and romantic, maybe, in that way. We do see them here with quite fiery earth energies, you know. So it's a bit of bluntness there as well. So there could have been a conversation between you two as well that was very blunt. Maybe you've received this blunt message, you know. But I don't think so, because it looks like this person wouldn't have said that to you if that's how they're feeling. So it has to be that you've delivered this message to them, or you've just given up. You just kind of set up boundaries. Sorry, at this point I would just suggest you get a cup of tea, because I'm probably going on for another 20 minutes or so. Just thought I'd let you know that, guys. Sorry. I should call it a cup of tea tarot, but that's already taken, actually, I think. But yeah. So yeah, there could have been some sort of emotional distance in the past. This person could have been kind of older than you, quite authoritative, you know, in a position of power of some sort, you know, the King of Swords. Very masculine energy, you know, alpha male types. So then we've got the Knight of Wands and the Fool card for how they actually felt about you. So again, it's very sexual here with the Knight of Wands. This is someone who maybe isn't here to stay, as we know with the Knight of Wands. Very passionate, led very much by their passions and instincts and desires, you know, doing what feels good, what feels exciting, what feels enlivening, what's fun, what takes them out of the moment. You know, they want that adventure. And with the Fool card here again, this is another fire energy. It's actually an Aries energy. So it could be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo that are doing, but definitely fire signs are coming through in this reading for you, Taurus. Yeah, this person may have wanted a new start. This person could have rushed things as well. But this person felt very a strong sexual attraction to you and wanted to move the relationship off fast. They were quite rushed with it. This person's very masculine, very passionate, and they wanted you. You were like a challenge, and you know, Taurus is a very feminine energy, you know, and a Taurus will block you. You know, Taurus probably got no problem with just putting up a wall whenever they're ready. You know, you cannot be bullied, you know, and this person's quite persistent and pushy, and they want you, and they want a new start with you. They want something new to start, because, you know, and they say, you know, men fall in love with their eyes, women fall in love with their ears. That's what they say. And really it's saying that a man's priority basically is the satisfaction of the sensual aspects of the relationship, and often a woman needs to hear the right words, and to be told that she's loved and cared for, you know, promises. I don't know, it's what they say. So all those sweet words like you're beautiful and I love you and I'll be with you forever, you know, we can get told those things sometimes, guys. I know I can personally, and I think definitely in my younger years, and they, you know, that was it. Like, you know, I believed it. So what I'm trying to say is that this person feels that you tick a lot of boxes for them physically, and that is really what's really helped them decide that this is a long-term thing. They could be with you for a long time, but it is sexual. There's a strong sexual aspect to it. So yeah, I would say that you need to think about whether or not you can be with this person long term. So this person's like, yeah, okay, you tick all my boxes, I'm good to go. Like, I'm the Fool card here, I'm the Ace of Wands, I'm good, I'm 10 of coins in this. I'm like, you know, waist deep in it. I'm good to go. Very, very confidently kind of moving forward. So they're good. They know what they want, but you now need to say, okay, so what do I want? And does this person tick all of my boxes? Does this person do what I need? And whatever that is, it is, you know. That's personal to you. And I think that's what you need to maybe think about, especially with the Empress card. The Empress card is very much about, you know, putting myself first, looking at pampering myself, you know, conditioning myself, conditioning my hair. Like, you know, this is really putting yourself first all the way. And this is actually the card of Taurus as well. It's a very beautiful card. So yeah. Okay, so for your desires, so should have gone here first. I usually go here first, but we'll go ahead with the desires first. So we've got the Four of Cups for your desires. So you may just want to be left alone. You may just want to be left alone. This is again about possibly someone meeting your emotional needs as well. Possibly you wanting someone to meet your emotional needs. In the relationship. Some sort of reciprocity and fairness here. To be complementary. But then this card also talks about possible boredom. But also it talks about shutting things out, not accepting things, saying I have enough, I don't want any more, I'm full up. So it could be that you know, in that sense, that you could be saying that you've had enough maybe of the non-emotional, and you're only going to accept love. You're only going to accept the real thing. You've had enough, you know, it's like you're maybe a bit tired of the outcomes of maybe relationships that have gone past. This current one, not really that satisfied, and feeling like your emotions and your emotional needs are not going to be met. That's how I feel. That's what you think. That's what you think is going to happen. So it's a position of desires. It's also a position of what you think is going to happen, how you think things are going to be, how you kind of envision the future. It's kind of like hopes and fears, I guess, position in a sense. But yeah, I feel like but this can also be about kind of buckling down with someone and not letting anyone else in as well, even if it's not exciting, and you know, even if it's not like it's taking a more mature decision in love as well, because you maybe love this person, or you're just mature enough to know that it's not going to be excitement and bubbly every day kind of thing. So that could also be happening as well. But we'll see what else your partner is saying. To see. So we've got the Two of Chalices and the Knave of Pentacles for how your partner envisions things going, or what they would like, or their intentions. So the Two of Cups, they would like you guys to work it out. They think that, you know, you guys can work out your differences, that you can make it work. But the Knave of Pentacles, this person wants to explore a serious relationship. They want to maybe make you an offer as well in the relationship that would be long term as well. In all fairness, they do want to, that they don't intend to kind of, they understand that maybe it will take it will be like, you know, a step-by-step process, but they do want things to begin. They do want you guys to just say, yes, we're together, or, you know, yes, we're going to do this, or yes, I'm your boyfriend, or yes, I'm your girlfriend. They do want just to make that first step, that first commitment, and move forward. They think things are going to go quite well. They think that they can have a serious relationship with you. You could be like a real, you know, like girlfriend material, or you know, boyfriend material. But they think that you guys are very compatible. But Two of Chalices does also talk about love as well. It's nice to see some cups here now, especially in terms of intention. So I think this person maybe does intend to get a bit more romantic with you. This person may just be a little bit boring, you know? I can't imagine a Leo or an Aries or Sagittarius really being boring too often. Not like other signs are, but they generally are quite but maybe this person's got a lot of earth in their chart. You know, they're very grounded and very practical, and you know, they do put serious focus to things often. Like we did say that this person could be like a businessman or someone in authority, like a manager or something like that. And maybe they're just not that emotional, and you're just like a bit like, yeah, I know that maybe this could work, but I don't think I'd have much fun, or you know, I don't think my emotional needs will be met. And you're taking some time out to think about that and really try to check. And I think Spirit is saying really check to see how you're looking at this. You know, is there ways that you could work around this? You know, we do have the Six of Swords here, which does talk about solutions. So you could be looking for solutions, looking at ways that maybe, you know, because maybe you have told yourself, maybe it could be a case of, you know, if it hasn't worked in the past with other partners that maybe were exciting, okay, or very lovey-dovey and romantic. But if that hasn't worked, then I think Spirit is saying to you, okay, we'll take a look back and see what other things are important to you as well, and whether or not this person actually has those values as well, or has those same intentions. And that could be in terms of how they see relationships and commitment and what they intend to do for you as a partner and how they treat their partners and things like that. And that could really, you know, it could be more that they are willing to, you know, invest financially in terms of buying a house or together, or I don't know, just really taking the relationship seriously and thinking of things long term, you know, a mature relationship. So yeah, you may want, I mean, with Six of Swords, you may want to get away from the situation as well. Even though it's not really much of a getaway cards, it's about, you know, wanting to have peace, wanting to have a break, you know, wanting to get away and find some sort of inner peace as well. You want to figure things out. You want to have things make sense in your mind. That's why you've got the Hanged Man here as well. Now, if this card is just talking about separation, like literally you guys are just separate from each other because of space and time, then this would be that, you know, you just really want to go and visit them. You want to travel to see them, reconnect, reunite. You could have children with this person as well, possibly. We do have a child in this picture. So if you are separated, it could be that your kids are also missing your partner as well, or you know, things like that. So there could be some sort of separation here. So we've got the Eight of Swords, and then we've got the Nine of Cups for your partner's motivations or hidden truths. So with the Eight of Swords, they could feel like they are unable to move yet. They may want to make plans. They may want to, but it's like they could feel like they're excited and they're on the verge of something, but they can't do anything yet until you say yay or nay, or they can't. They're very happy. Like they do feel like they've got a yes answer from you. They do feel very lucky, and this person actually underneath it all is really, really emotional. And they really do like you, and there is a lot of emotion here. They feel very proud of you. They feel like they may have hit the jackpot in some way. You know, they just feel very blessed, I think, to have you in their lives. They feel like, yeah, you're a sign that everything's going right, you know. Like you are their wish fulfillment, you know. And maybe this is really saying this person isn't really able to express that. This person maybe have an air sign rising or moon, but could be a fire sign on the surface. This person looks like they've got strong earth, air, and earth, air, and fire in their chart. But this person, maybe isn't really used to expressing their emotions here, the King of Swords. It's just not what they do. You know, they're just not very good at it. So yeah, I think you're being asked here to take a step back. Sometimes when we're so involved, we're like, why doesn't he do this, or why doesn't she do that? But really, sometimes it's because they're just not very good. They just don't communicate that way. It's just not their love language. This person's love language could be offering you a commitment, always being there, you know, being a strong leader in your life as well, if that's what you're looking for as a woman, or a man, anyone. But yeah, there's that potential there. But this person feels like they can't talk, they're scared to talk. So maybe you might need to be the one that kind of makes some sort of move, or show them how it's done, you know. Okay, so we've got the Chariot card for the outcome position for yourself. So you will be moving forward with the Chariot card here. You will be, I think, following your intuition, really following some sort of calling, being led to go in a particular direction, even though the odds may be against you, but still feeling victorious, still feeling sure and excited about, you know, what's going to happen, having faith, you know, as well in the situation. So you could, you know, towards the end of the month, really start to think and have a lot more faith in the situation, and like move forward and figure out that even though we have our differences, even though in some ways we are like chalk and cheese, as they say, then that's a bit of an English saying, but we're a bit like opposites, we can still make this work. You still feel quite optimistic that it can work, and so you're willing to kind of put in the effort, and you are taking the more kind of mature route. So you are seeing this as more long term towards the end of the month. So we've got the Five of Cups and the Hierophant card for your partner and how they'll feel. So towards the end of the month, in the Five of Chalices does talk about something that does feel quite heartbroken, or feels like there's some sort of loss. However, the Hierophant card talks about long-term commitments. This person may feel like, I mean, if you guys are still not speaking, that might be why this person feels that way. So even though towards the end of the month you do say, okay, yes, this is a yes card, like yes, okay, let's move forward. This person, I don't think got the memo. They didn't catch that. So you may need to let them know if you're still not speaking to them or there is separation. But this person may also be quite regretful if there has been time lost and separation, you know, of all the time that's lost, and, you know, crying over spilt milk, basically. Focusing on what went wrong rather than on what's gone right. However, I think they still want a commitment with the Hierophant card here. Yeah, they might be thinking, what did I do? Like, what more could I have done? You know, like I tried everything, you know, and this person still isn't taking me seriously. That was all a bit of a waste. So they might feel that way. So I think you know, if you do reach that decision, you know, if this does resonate, and you do reach a decision towards the end of the month of June that, you know, you do want to be with this person, I would definitely recommend speaking. We do have the Four of Swords here, because that would suggest that you're really not communicating very much at all with this person at the moment, or it might be very little. Sometimes when these cards come out, it's like they're talking about a whole different relationship. So we've got a dating queen here. You can see that. So maybe that's what you want to do at the moment. Maybe you want to date. That's a possibility. Maybe this is more for the singles at the moment, possibly. But we'll go ahead and we'll read what it's saying. We'll see how it resonates. So we've got the work card, the Spirit's advice that, yes, the person that you're seeing may be very focused on work and just maybe a work type individual. It could be very Capricorn-like, you know, as well, or have that kind of energy of being very ambitious, very logical, very business-like, business-minded, entrepreneurial kind of spirit. They're excited about new endeavors. I mean, they're all about business and starting new things and just exciting adventures like that. So yeah, you're dealing with someone who's just hungry for life, hungry for success as well. This person's very driven. They're very focused on work at the moment. They've set themselves certain goals and they are going to achieve them. They want to achieve them. Okay, so Spirit wants you to know that. It could also be that you are to put in work into this as well. So that could also be a message for you to put work into this. And also to take some time and think again, do the Hanged Man, take some time to really gain a fresh perspective on the situation during this time apart, or where there's no communication. So we've got open relationship, which is the challenge for you guys at the moment. So it could be that there is no commitment at the moment, and that's very challenging, where everything's a bit up in the air. There's no labels yet. Things are quite uncertain, and that's a challenge at the moment, is actually deciding to be together or to look elsewhere. We've then got triangle for what brings you together. So right now I feel it's just saying what's going on between you two is this choice that maybe you have to make. It could be that there are other people involved, or that you're involved with. Like I said, I did kind of pick up that maybe you are ending something with someone, and that's kind of bringing you into the arms of this person, or you're now moving towards this other person. Could be a lot of things, okay, but this is a general reading, so because it could be that there is some sort of work affair going on here as well. Maybe it's not very easy to make it committed at the moment. Maybe it is more sexual than anything else, and you are looking for more of an emotional connection with this person. Maybe this person just feels that at this time in their life they can't offer you. They may feel like, they may have felt in the beginning like they couldn't offer you more than, fun at first, but like now it's like I think they see that it can it can be more, that they do have room for it in their life, that they do want this, you know. It doesn't have to just be sexual, it could be more. But this person, I think, wants to explore what could be when it comes to a long-term relationship. So again, like I said, I think it will be still kind of baby steps, but they do want to kind of make that initial step. And they regret all the time that was lost, you know, come the end of June. So we've got the we've got the obstacle card here for what you're learning. You're learning how to overcome obstacles this month, how to work around them, how to, how does the saying go? The serenity prayer, knowing what you can fix, basically what you can't, and having the wisdom to know the difference. And just also working with your obstacles. Really, again, I think looking at your obstacles from a different perspective, and maybe you'll see actually they're not obstacles, they could actually be a benefit to you, you know. And we've got past love here for your partner and what they're learning about. So they could be leaving someone as well, or, you know, either or. There could be some sort of triangle here. You know, maybe it is your partner, your ex-partner, maybe it's their ex-partner, but there's a past love issue that I think your partner is very focused on. However, I feel that in the past, this person as well hasn't really, they've kind of had a guard over their heart, and they've protected it with work and all of those things, you know, and now they are starting to actually feel their heart again. Okay, so they could have been like really putting all their emotions to the side all the time, and now they're kind of making it a bit more of a priority, and that they're allowing that love to come through in their life as well. So we've got fun times here for how you see them. So you do see them as fun times. Maybe just think that they are fun times, you know, at the moment. But this person doesn't offer you anything more than fun. However, you could also see it as they are just very fun. You have a lot of fun with them as well. You could be going to concerts together and things like that as well. Sorry about that, guys. It's my Virgo. So then we've got children for how they see you. I've got this for Scorpio as well. It's interesting. So I would also say as well here with the Five of Cups and the Hierophant card, this person is quite focused on you still towards the end of the month, as the Hierophant does represent Taurus. And I just feel that they're still really missing you, okay, towards the end of the month. So if you don't want them to feel that way, you want them to know, you will need to actually say it, I think. Or maybe you plan to go and visit them as well with the Chariot card. So we've got children, so they may just see you again as fun, someone who's like quite childlike, someone maybe who they need to take care of or want to take care of. See you as someone that maybe they could have children with as well. Okay, so it's time to go. Someone has to leave a third party situation. It is time to go. We've got the Yang card here as well, which is representing your partner. They are very, very pushy, very, very sexual, very leadership orientated. They're alpha male. They're, you know, they're very dominant, and they want a new beginning. You need to make a decision or take that leap of faith in some way. Take that step forward, leave something behind. They may feel that you are very focused on past loves. You know, you see them as you saw the rest in some way. And I think Spirit is asking you to have a fresh perspective on this. not don't base it on what you've experienced before. Okay, so we've got not for you again. Scorpio got this card essentially, and it really threw me off. So yeah, the last cards in the deck aren't always significant, but I think this is basically you, and they got the fates as well, Scorpio, at the base of the deck. So I feel like when it's saying not for you, you're being asked to really not be so emotional about your decision making. Okay, to actually look at this and say, okay, what works, what doesn't, does this fit, does it not? It's about making the right moves in your life, taking the right steps in your life to, you know, secure a future, or thinking long term about things, you know, not just for the moment. So this relationship could be very heady, and has been. I think in terms of like the sexual aspect, I think you are being asked to be a bit more grounded maybe when making this choice in love. It is faces, and if it doesn't make sense to you, if you feel like it's not for you and doesn't make sense, you may need to look at it again and really question why. Okay, and having said that, we then saw the why card. So you need to know your whys, why you maybe have fears about you know, relationships, or you know, when in relationships, you know, what's your point of reference when making decisions? Why? You know, why do you want something? Why do you not want something? Why is this important to you? Why is it not? You know, so for instance, do I really need someone to call me 10 times a day and tell me that they love me? Yeah, that'd be nice and really romantic, but wouldn't it be better that, you know, I maybe don't hear from this person every single day, but they maybe offer me some sort of security, or they're serious about a long-term relationship with me, or you know, they really take their time, or plans, I don't know, plan special times, or they do something else that may require you to be more patient, or not so kind of romantic, but still be satisfied in other ways. So like, yeah, say for instance it's commitment and financial security and things like that. This person could offer you these things, and it may seem boring, but it may actually fit in more with your overall life kind of strategy, or what you want. Like you may want to have kids, you know, or things like that. Is it more important to be with someone that also wants to have children and things like that? They might not call you every day, but they want to have kids. They want to do certain things, you know, but they might not call you every day, or they might not do all those lovey-dovey things all the time, but they do everything else. So it's like finding a balance, finding out what really it is that really makes you happy. And then we've got clean it up. So once you figure that out, clean out all the things that you know that no longer serve you. And yeah, go ahead and get ready to start something new. Create some space for a new beginning. So I think this is also talking to the Hanged Man. You are trying to gain a new perspective on the situation. And as you do, be sure to clear out what no longer serves you. Don't let it apply to the relationship anymore. And then we've got go the distance here. Yeah. It's talking about longevity. Now this may be all the other way around in a sense, or in between and all the way around. You know, there's messages here for everyone. But I feel like there is an energy here of commitment, of someone wanting something long term, and they want to go the distance, and they're ready to kind of work it out. They're ready to go through the challenges to get through this. And maybe you are also being asked to stay strong, to get to the finish line, to stay focused, go the distance in this. Don't make any rash decisions. Take the time. to really do things properly. Go the distance, don't cut corners. Yeah. It's also an 11 card as well. So yeah, it just makes me feel that it's quite a spiritual card, and yeah, you are being guided in some way to go the distance. This is all on purpose, especially with the Fates card here. So it's a challenging time, but it's fated, and you've just been asked to just keep on going. Don't give up on the situation. That's what you're being asked here. Okay, and it could just be other people's views or other things that are distracting you. You need to make your own choice here. You know, you need to see how it fits in with your world and your life to make your decision. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. I did say get a cup of tea with 46 minutes in. I hope that you enjoyed it though. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe, leave a comment. If you'd like your own reading, email me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com. All my details are in the description box below. And yeah, take good care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.